What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? Hey guys, I do have a Friday morning editorial for you. There are going to be no pictures, just me talking. Sorry about that. You have to look at my ugly mug for 4 minutes, 5 minutes. But I'm going to talk about Vallejo, California. And I've waited to really do an editorial on this. It happened a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. But it's Vallejo. There's a couple of things you want to know about Vallejo, California's police department. So I'm going to do an editorial on that. Sorry for no pictures, but it's just, I got a lot going on right now today, so I don't really have time for all of that. But I wanted to show you guys something because I want to be transparent. I don't want anybody saying, well, you're really not transparent. You say you were in police academy, but you weren't a cop. I never was a cop. I didn't file well, I did file applications in police departments here, but during the hiring process, I met so many assholes that I was like, man, this is crazy. And I just got done with it. They are assholes when they interview you and stuff. Almost like, well, if we're assholes to you and you stick around, you could be a good cop. That's just what it seems like. But I'm going to block my name out here. So blocking out my name, you can see that, I'll get rid of that. Can I do this? Hang with me, guys. Hang with me. Central Texas Regional Police Academy has completed Central Texas College. Yeah, it was a college that they do the police academy through, and signed and all that. And then from there, you you can do level 1, level 2, and level 3. And then I actually went to Austin. I don't know if I have that in here. And I took the test, and I passed with 95, I think it was a 95 score. So they said, now you're certified level 1 peace officer in the state of Texas if you want to go apply for a job. And I could have went, and I could have became a reserve police officer, pending going through other level 1, level 2, and so forth. And then, so it was an actual police academy run by a college, which, I don't know if they do that in California. I don't even know if they still do it in Texas. This was back a while ago. But then I also completed this here as well. It's completed PC 832 powers of arrest in the state of California. And the sheriff's, there's the sheriff's logo. And that was through the police academy at DeVore, up in DeVore, California, at the actual police academy. I was sitting in classroom with cops. So that was to be an animal control officer. So my point is, I've been there. I do have the background and the, well, not background, but I do have education, some education in law enforcement. So when I'm out there filming cops, I know what's right and what's wrong. I'm not just guessing as some idiot with a camera. I kind of know, oh no, you weren't supposed to do that. I know you weren't supposed to do that because I went through the course. So I know, I have experience. I did ride-alongs with cops, so I kind of saw the streets and so forth. But yeah, so I know I don't have wasn't a full-time cop, have all the experience, but I just wanted to show you guys that, to show you that I'm not talking out my ass here. I have the experience. I have the education, I should say. So there you go. But we're going to go to Vallejo, California, almost three weeks. Almost 3 weeks after a Bay rapper was killed by police. After he was found unresponsive in his car with a gun in his lap, attorneys for his family filed a claim Thursday, that was yesterday, signaling their intent to sue and allege that the entire operation was bungled from start to finish. I believe that, and I'll tell you, you'll see why when I read it here. The claim against the city of Vallejo says the 6 officers who shot Willie McCoy, age 20, on the night of February 9th were negligent and caused his wrongful death. The law firm of Oakland civil rights attorney John Burris, which is representing the family, previously said that McCoy was struck about 25 times in the upper body. According to the claim, the six cops shot McCoy in the head, ear, neck, chest, arms, shoulder, hands, and back. Now, he fell asleep in a drive-thru, they said, with a gun in his lap. Okay, maybe he was intoxicated, maybe he was on drugs, what have you. You have to look at the whole scenario. They weren't looking at the whole picture. They were looking at, guy's got a gun. Well, we shot a guy with a gun. What was his intent? What was his, what was he going to do with the gun? Did he just raise it? He didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, I don't know, looking at the whole story, I think they were out of control. And that's what it was. They woke him up, and he had the gun in his lap, picked the gun, and then they shot. He didn't know what was going on. They just said they woke him up. You ever woke up from a sleep and someone's going, hey, and you go, what, man, oh my God, what's going on, Especially if you're intoxicated or if you're on drugs. And they said he was sober, but he was very, very, very tired because he had been working straight many hours. I get that too. That dreamy, whoa, what's going on? Moving on. In addition, don't leave yet, guys. I'm trying to do this under the gun of, I just got a few minutes. That was bad for wording. Anyway, moving on. In addition, a second claim was filed in an unrelated case of a Marine veteran named Adrian Burrell, who said he was assaulted by a Vallejo police officer in January and suffered a concussion. We saw that one on cam. That cop was definitely wrong. He was filming from his porch. Cop didn't like to be recorded. Hey, don't put me on tape, man, violating this guy's rights. An encounter that was captured on cell phone video and sparked social media accusations of abuse and power. Burris's law firm is also handling the second case, and both incidents have put a renewed focus on the use of force and policing tactics within the Vallejo Police Department, which has about 100 officers. McCoy's shooting was the 8th involving an officer firing their weapon since January 2017, and they're talking about, of course, that police department. The city's attorney's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Of course they didn't. A rally was planned yesterday. I don't know, did it happen? You guys up there in Vallejo, did it happen yesterday? For McCoy and other people who were killed or physically assaulted by police. No justice, no peace. McCoy, who went by the stage name Willie Bo, was waiting at a Taco Bell drive-thru at around 10:30 p.m. when employees found him and called police. Authorities have said he was asleep. Authorities said they noticed a handgun on his lap and determined the door of his Mercedes-Benz were locked, mine locked too, as they contemplated retrieving the firearm. Instead, they decided to box in the Benz, which was in the drive-thru, to prevent any erratic movements by McCoy. And that's when he woke up. So he's not awake. He's like, well, what's going on? What are the cars around me? According to officers, McCoy failed to heed commands and he began reaching down toward his gun. 6 officers on the scene, fearing for their lives, he's reaching for the gun, opened fire within 4 seconds, police said in an earlier news release. It's unclear how many bullets struck McCoy. A coroner's report and toxicology results have not yet been released, and police have indicated that body cam footage from officers might not be made public until early April, although the family would be permitted to view the video sooner. They should let the family view the video like right now. Release of information at this time would jeopardize the integrity of the investigation and would interfere with the investigation's ability to conduct a thorough and impartial investigation, Vallejo police said in response to requests to review the footage. Do they do that with civilians as well, or just the police? Under state legislation signed last fall, law enforcement agencies in California will be required beginning in July, everybody remember that, July this year, to release any video within 45 days following the firing of a gun or use of deadly force by an officer. Departments can delay the release for up to 30 days if doing so interferes with the investigation. So August, right? You know they're gonna play that card, guys, August. But the family's claim said the police's operation was bungled for several reasons, including they failed to develop a plan of action to ensure the safety of all people involved. Weren't there other people in the drive-thru or around the parking lot, or it was Taco Bell? I don't know. like I said, I'm just going through this, including that they failed to the plan of action. The officers didn't retreat to a safe position. They never do. They just want to shoot people. And they failed to notice that the car's passenger side window was only covered in a sheet of plastic. They could have opened the car that way to retrieve the gun. Whoa, now there's a piece of evidence I didn't know. The passenger side window was covered with plastic. They could have pepper sprayed him. They could have tasered him. Guys, I didn't know that till just now. I just read that. Police said a semi-automatic handgun was found at the scene and was reported stolen from Oregon. Well, that doesn't warrant the death penalty. And maybe it was his friends. Maybe someone sold it to him. Or, you know, those things happen. Or maybe he's guilty. If he's guilty with a stolen handgun, then he's a fucking thief. But it doesn't warrant the death penalty. David Harrison, McCoy's cousin and music manager, said the officers needed to be held accountable. Hell yeah, they do. And he'd like for the body cam footage to be made public. So I want to know what you guys think. I will put the whole story in a link in the description box below. Let me know what you think in the comment section. To sum this up, Vallejo police are out of control. They slammed a guy down who was recording the police doing a traffic stop, and he was recording from his porch. They shot this guy multiple times when there was plastic on his passenger side window. They could have just hit it with a billy club, knocked it out. He was asleep, right? Reach over and grab the gun. Or pepper spray him as they're grabbing the gun, taser him. No, let's just shoot him. I want to know what you guys think. News Now Yucaipa. I showed you my stuff. And as always, hey, for those of you who are still subscribed, I looked this morning. Thank you. God bless you. I love you guys for sticking around. You know, we might disagree. That's no reason to tail and run. Thank you for sticking around. I love you guys. Forget the ones who jump ship. Let them drown. Love ya. Talk to you later.